Gonna do this little flat Earth show. Um, and if you speak the name, thus they show their faces. And there he is, the flat Earth troll himself, Raw Zen, better known as Cam. So I'm a little bored. I'm gonna get really stoned and really drunk and just I'm gonna let this go all day long and just see how many flat Earth trolls I can get to show up, and we'll just have a good old time. Cause what else do I gotta do? Have a have a go at them. Take, what do they say? Take the piss. Take the piss. And maybe we'll have a little bit of intelligent banter, witticisms, and a little hilarity at this fine hour in the morning. How am I living? I don't know, man. Just chilling. Wait, I'm just I speak the name and see if they show up. It'll be funny because I've noticed recently that if I speak someone's name, poof, don't they show up? So, um, because I'm gonna wait to have the question. The query is why you've got a computer in your pocket and the ability to just do a little bit of research, and you got also got that like outside there. Just go out there and take a look. It's pretty flat out there, and this will be one of my most thumbs down show ever when I start berating but see, I don't know. Do people really believe the Earth is a ball flying through space? Do you really believe this? It's such a curious quandary when you imagine if you were told nothing, if you knew nothing at all about anything, you just woke up and you're just like on a new. Whenever you're in a dream, you're on a planet. Do you assume it's a ball flying through space? When you're in a dream, do you assume it's a flat space? Do you assume it could be a square? It could be anything. So why do we assume? Well, because motherfucking NASA told me. My teachers told me. My government told me. Parents told me. Well, your parents are stupid. Your government hates you. NASA lies. Let's go through this whole rigmarole. Let's figure this one out. What literally has anyone ever told you that is the truth? Supermarkets, marketing. Understand what marketing is. They're out there to sell you something you don't need. We're gonna find and you know this well, Cam. Let's find the most delicious way to entice you and encourage you to buy some bullshit with our forked tongues, our slippery, slimy, succubusing ways of making you spend your hard-earned currency to buy shit you don't need. And that's everything. By the government, what do you need from the grocery store? You don't need really anything, but we'll tell you do. You need some new clothes. You're looking stupid this season, so then we'll work on the fads. What is the fad? Well, but they wouldn't lie about where we live, would they? Would they? Who's they? Who are these people? Who are these people in these marketing agencies? Because you have to realize, it's all marketing. They're marketing the government. They're marketing space. They're marketing NASA. They're marketing the movie that you want to watch. They're marketing everything. So who are these people? Do they have your? They're taking care of your kids. These people that are taxing you are taking care of your kids. There's people starving everywhere. The fact that people are starving and homeless is clue in enough for anyone that the motherfucking shit that people tell you bullshit. The fact that we in paradise right now is not social. It's a governmental problem. It's the people that are hoarding shit, hoarding knowledge, hoarding money, hoarding food, hoarding the whole thing. That's the thing. Hoarding knowledge of whatever it is. That's the thing. But of course they care. They care. They care enough to put fluoride in your water. They care about your teeth. They do. If they cared about your teeth, wouldn't they just make dentistry subsidized rather than, say, the meat industry? You know, the meat industry is super subsidized. I thought they cared about you. Oh, wait, they don't. Hmm. Where are you flat Earth trolls at? Are you one? Hmm. Who are you? Let's see. Fanny Lancer. Are you a flat Earth troll? What electric towel? I know you are. You're a troll. Where's the rest of you? What's up, guys? Uh, I'm just kind of bored. I'm just gonna do a little Q&A for. Come on, these people got to show up. Why don't they show up? Other shows they won't show up now. I asked. I've asked so politely. What is gnarly? I don't know. It's just kind of sitting here, inspired. Inspired. I'm inspired by my lack of inspiration. Isn't that weird? That's a ultimate paradox or conundrum. I'm so uninspired and apathetic towards everything. This was the show I was going to do the other day, which I will do very soon on apathy and the. Oh man, I forget the other. It was a great title, but I didn't have charge in the phone. But we'll do that show soon. Yeah, I'm glad you're getting a little kick out of this. What? Damn, only 4 people show up to this flat Earth party. Or fucking maybe we could do a sphere Earth party. Maybe we could do a block Earth party, or maybe just But it doesn't matter. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares where we live? Ugh. Well, in the meantime, if any of you have any interesting questions that we can explore, I'm happy to dive in until. Yeah, good. Glad you guys are getting a kick out of this. I think the title was wrong. 4 people show up. This is ridiculous. I should do a new show and retitle it something way better. I think the title was off. Any suggestions for the title of my next show? A path, yeah, a path, inspire, yeah. Inspire a path, exactly. Hmm. The best path is basically laying down, taking a nap. That's the best path. Nap time. I wish I had some kind of skills or talents. I could do like a variety hour. I could just play the bongos or I don't know, an instrument maybe. Maybe do some live artwork. Well, I mean these things I'm okay at, but six people for the idiocy. We'll get this. We'll get this geared up. We'll get this going. Yeah, people. Yeah, see, electric towel. See, I think that, but then I have to realize there are people right now that are not in bed because we're just talking about this. Yeah. Some places it's 5 o'clock in the morning. Some places it's noon. I have to. I get in that thing where I'm thinking that everybody's at the same time that I am, and realize that in fact most people that are watching the shit that I do aren't even from the Central Standard Time. It's always whenever I was on the East Coast, I would always be like, oh, it's always the time that I'm at. Obviously, all the football games are on at noon and 4, and then realize like, oh shit, like if you're in San Francisco or LA to go watch a football game for a noon football game is like 9 a.m. Like you're tailgating, drinking hard at 5 in the morning. That's ridiculous. Tailgating at 5 o'clock, eating sausages and drinking. Eating bratwurst, and drinking Miller High Life at 5 a.m. That's absurd. But that's what they're doing out there. That's why they're crazy in Oakland. That's why the Raiders exist, because they got to get up at like 6 o'clock to go to a tailgate. Electric towel. Yeah, the show that I did yesterday was about that. The stars and the planets, electric towel. Yeah, of course. I mean, that's the thing. Is like we accept that we're affected by the sun, and we accept that we're affected to a degree by the moon. I mean, people make a joke out of it, and they say, "Oh, they get it as lunacy and lunar, and they, the woman's period," and we get some ideas about the energy of what the moon does, but we don't really accept it, and we don't really like. Some people accept the sun and say, "Okay, I get a suntan, and it's giving me energy," but they really don't deeply go, "Oh no, the sun actually affects every aspect of my life, like when I'm awake and when I'm sleeping." They don't even like give it that credence. And like, "Oh, it's actually growing the food that I eat." So, but then obviously when we get into astrology and people go, "Oh, astrology's fucking stupid. Like, read the Sunday paper. It doesn't. It's so it's retarded. It doesn't matter." Like, okay, sure, that thing that's spinning around the sky, the sun doesn't matter. It doesn't matter when you were born. Well, it's just when you were born, right? So those stars were in a certain place in the sky, and they seem to have some sort of energy or path, at least if you are um, a sailor. The word sailor is to say a lore, to tell a story. So if you're a sailor and you're out at night, the stars are what you're floating around by, not the moon, not the sun. So it has a pretty big. I mean, they're there for a reason. So yeah, obviously, obviously, people that have studied astrology, once you start studying it and see like, oh man, I, it really is pretty true. It's funny. People love to tell you that they're INTFJ whatever because they work in a business. Well, I'm an INTJ. Like, that's astrology just disguised as some something somewhat scientific because you took a test. Well, I guarantee those things are lined up exactly with your astrology. If you told me what your letters were, I could figure out what sign you are. Well, I mean, I couldn't, but there are people that could, because the test you take afterward is equivalent to your birth sign. So yeah, certainly, whether or not the energies, it's like saying that's equivalent to saying your mother and father have no effect on how you grow up to be. That's like saying your diet has no effect on who you become. So like these, our diets of what we're consuming is partially obviously, people just don't accept you're consuming the sun. Every day you consume the sun. Electric towel. You said, might this energy be real or electromagnetic? Go further with that. What do you mean, electric towel? The energy be real or electromagnetic? I'm not understanding what you're saying. Like the source of energy. The idea of what science tries to call a black hole is, or gravity, is only magnetism, which is feminine. So the whole black hole, black Mother Earth, gravity enigma is literally just a magnetism, which is equivalent to Earth, which is equivalent to down there, which is equivalent to mother, which is equivalent to female. So it's just that way. So in that way, you can see like man, the the gods or the angels came down into the daughters of men. Daughters down here, men up there. What up? What up? So yeah, a little more on those. What are they called? What are they called? Not Maslow. What the INTFJ joints? What are they called? They're called the what test? Anybody got that? What's the name of it? The blankety blank test. Like, who are those people, and how did they come up with it? And is that just their idea? And do their names have anything to do with what they're testing? And how very scientific is it? What are their names? Man, it's right on the tip of my brain. Myers-Briggs. Myers-Briggs. What an interesting name for a scientific test. And it's so funny if you take it in different seasons, if you take it at different times of the day, depending on your, especially if you're a dominant sun symbol, if you're a dominant sun sign, but then you have the opposite moon sign. Like if you took that test during the night, it'd be way different than if you took it during the day. And you also take it, people that take these also take it with the intention of this is going to affect the kind of job I get. So they're taking it towards the idea of a job. They're not taking it this is really how I think about this, or thinking about it what is the correct answer for this so that I appear to want this job. It's like filling out a resume. What are your 3 skills? Well, I'm what are your 3 greatest skills? What are your 3 greatest weaknesses? And you say, my greatest weakness is I'm a workaholic. This is how people answer the questions, but you can't do that with the stars. You can't do that with your time and place of birth. Although once you understand that, then that's the goal of astrology is to know how you were born, where you were born, and to know the energies going into you, so that way you can adjust and orchestrate them so that you become the center of the monad or the sun sign. So that way you aren't your sign, whether it be sun or moon or any of the other things that you can adjust. You just go on here's the 12 dials and let's just adjust these accordingly. Yeah, I mean the level of bullshit. It's not though. That's the thing. It's not, because if it was bullshit, then people wouldn't be able to go, oh, you're a. I wouldn't 50% of the time get it right on someone's birthday, if it's bullshit. But because people are unaware of their own personality traits, they express completely because of their ignorance to the signs, because their ignorance to all of the things that are going on in the universe. They express completely what an Aries is, what a Leo is, what a Sagittarius is. They wouldn't exist. That thing wouldn't exist just for funny. Somebody wasn't like, hey, let's make astrology. It's kind of humorous. It's all bullshit, but they're writing hundreds of books on it. That's like saying food signatures are bullshit. Food signatures are not bullshit. The kidney bean is good for your kidney. So you use it to express the energy of which that is from this angle of the sun that creates the kidney bean, which becomes part of your body that expresses itself as healing mechanism towards the kidney. And in the same way, until you overstand the signs and symbols and of the universe, then you're beneath, you understand astrology until you overstand astrology, which means, oh, okay, we can just play with this. But it is very, very real, and it very much affects. We go farther, the reason astrology is real, because we have people that literally still believe, even though we have a computer sitting in front of our hands, that for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, we could just do a little research into the idea of flat Earth and come to pretty quick conclusion, holy, yeah, this is. Everybody believes in these different types of how to put it. People believe in conspiracy theories, but they won't accept this. But you have the phone right here, and or the computer, and you can just look into it wow, shit. We believe they're all lying to us about everything, but no, not this, not this. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, other than trying to bring it back into the flat Earth subject, because this is all about the shape of the Earth. The Earth itself is not flat, but water is. We'll call this maybe I'll change this to the flat water debate. Is water flat? Water is flat. Yeah, Earth does this kind of weird thing where there's mountains and hills and things, but is anybody any trolls in here? Any flat Earth trolls? Can we get to that? What up, Art? What up, Bat? Yeah, 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 yeah. That's awesome. You said about the 9 months. So did you read the couple books by what that's George Carey's work, right? I mean the simple way of looking at Carey's work and the cell salts and all that kind of that's let me see what you said here. Your daily magic activity isn't 100% great. That's awesome. Yeah, once that's the point. He goes the route of saying ingest it via the salt, but before he came up with that theory, there was a way that people ingested it, and that ingestion wasn't necessarily just a white pill. It was food, or it was other humans, or other places on the planet where you'd be, where you'd reside, would give you energies. Thus, the city or the magical place. So that magical place would imbue or instill energy into you that are not of those three, because those three months that you're not in the womb are the three signs that are directly next to you. Think of it in the sense of if you lived in a neighborhood and you lived on the end of the block where there's a circle, right? And you've got your neighbor to the right and your neighbor to the left. Your neighbor to the right you're cool with, but your neighbor to the left fucking sucks. And that's so if you're an air sign, that next fire sign, earth and water, so that's why you're missing three of the signs, but the ones directly after you, because they're the closest ones to you. You always go, what do they say in the Chinese? They say, love your neighbor but build a high fence. Isn't that what it is? Live close to your neighbor but build a high fence. And that's the idea of what's directly, it's too close, it's too similar. So if you're born in Aquarius, the next, I don't know what comes after that. That's so funny. Those will give you the most trouble, like the signs that come right after you, which is when you weren't, and the connection is that's when you weren't in the womb. So you weren't in the womb, meaning you weren't planted as a seed, which means if you plant a strawberry in December, it's not gonna work. You gotta plant it in February, right? So those 3 months it wasn't in the ground, so it wasn't getting the energy of the sun from those angles, right? So in the same way, you weren't being imbued with the energy from the stars and the sun during those months because you weren't in the womb. You didn't exist. Your body wasn't being formed. Your atomic cellular structure only got 9 months worth of the energy of the sun and the moon. Yeah, exactly. I mean that's the point of becoming consciously aware of the signs of, you know, most people are. This goes into the aspects of energy that if you don't notice them, like you don't realize that those energies of those symbols or those lights that actually are somewhat magnetized or electrified to your system that make you, if you don't know that's part of your system, then you don't accept it and you don't identify with it. And if you don't identify with it, then there's nothing, you can't adjust it. So the adjustment of the signs and symbols and energies from the different systems come into play when you learn something about astrology. You go, oh, well, here's my three weaknesses, or the three things that are more, not part of my daily routine, and then you apply those things. But most people don't accept astrology as real, so they never advance or move or change or adjust their being accordingly, because we've been told astrology's bullshit. Astrology's bullshit, and the Earth is flying through space at a billion, zillion, trillion miles an hour. What's up, Kia? It's so funny. I'm not. You said the moon is in your sun sign. Oh, so now would that normally happen, or you're just saying it just so happens like that I'm speaking of it now, and that would it normally occur that way for you, like monthly, or is that just like once a year? What up, Q Networks? Have I seen the video from Martin Kenny? I've not seen the video, and I don't know who Martin Kenny is. Is it the only video he did, or is something new? And who is he? I don't know. I don't know who he is. Oh, with him and Santos Bonacci. No, I haven't really. I watch, just like anything else, like TV and thing. I ingest less things, and I ingested plenty of Santos and Savan and Dan Winter and everybody. All the great teachers. That I'm at a point where I don't watch much else. I either interact in human form with people, or I'm just aimlessly scrolling through Instagram for the next nugget of nonsense. I don't watch too much. I only find I find things that inspire me, and it seems to me there's a few people that are really small number of subs that I find that the larger number of subs, like these people, they've turned it into something that I find too produced. And once the production value goes up, I lose interest because it becomes very unauthentic and becomes too scripted. Not to say that he does, or I'm just giving you an idea that I find my way to people that are just doing like chitty chats, like that have like the Awakened Brave, or um, maybe I don't know. Look at who I sub to, and you'll see. Oh, okay, Bap, that's wicked. Yeah, colors and herbs that correspond to the missing month. That's what's up. See, is realizing that because there's an overlay, that there's a sound. There's a sound coordinated with the color. It's coordinated with the smell. It's coordinated with the herb because the herb smells, right? The herb, the smell, the color, the sound is coordinated with a month. It's something that literally is missing in your system. If you just ingest that, you balance your system out. And see, the it's always like this. This is the way it happens across the board in the universe. That you're given the information, but then when they give you the information, the solution is, here's this little white pill. And then you think that you got the solution in the little white pill, but it really didn't happen. But if you were to go find out that you need caliphos, or you need one of the other calcium, whatever, if you went into nature and found that, then that because it's the energetic quality of the living food, because you only get energy through living food. You're not getting it through pills. So you might be able to build something, but you're building something in your body or your mind, or you're being from a very weak material. And the salt being a dead, weak material, you might be filling a gap, but it's momentary. But if you fill it with a living system, thus if you're missing one of the elements and you find it through a natural source, well, there's the solution. And that natural source, again, not only in the food kingdom, but visually, like you could find a color. Like, color therapy. Or sound therapy. I hate when they throw therapy, color and sound therapy. It's not therapy. It's just literally, here's all of the other colors in the universe. Go check them out. See, look at all the colors. Look at them all. Is this therapeutic to you? It's just called life or living. But then we because people don't live life, they are actually involved in a dead world. They find that anything that is living they call therapy. Let's go figure that one out. What up, Brad Milligan? Kia, what you mean you're in the middle of two vacant lots? What up, Florin? Christia? Florin, you said you went to Reiki therapy. You said your chakras are open about 70%, but you're not seeing scary abstract things with your third eye. How to use your third eye? I mean, the best way to start doing it would be obviously to attempt doing things that will get you into the dream world. Doing breathing exercises before going to sleep, and listening to certain frequencies that will get you kind of focused and into the dream world. Because that's the easiest way to use your third eye, because no one, people would talk about the third eye all the time. I talk about this constantly, like people whiling out about, I need my pineal gland open, I need my third eye open, I need my kundalini. Like, no, you need to calm down. Because you don't want to be walking around with your third eye blasted open. That would be like, funny enough, I just did this video yesterday on the doing DMT. The Awakened Brave just did a show where he took a bunch of DMT, and that would be basically akin to having your third eye open. So go watch him if you want to walk around like that 24 hours a day. But yeah, it's yeah. Your sign has a little less to do with it. Being an Aries has a little less to do with it. I mean, some people have more a capacity to be clairaudio, visual, depending on your sign. I don't know how they line up exactly, but there obviously is a degree of power that each sign has that other ones don't. So maybe visualization isn't necessarily your strength. Maybe it's acoustic. Maybe it's you can smell better than other people. Maybe you can, maybe you can move things with your mind. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what 70% open chakra means. That to me, I mean, I would go to somebody else unless you really trust this person. That sounds really ridiculous to me. It's 70% open. How can you even say that? I don't. They're either open or they're not. I mean, that's kind of how it is. It's like either like someone that has a throat chakra blockage, they're gonna not be talking. They can't talk well. It's like, it's blocked, or you're talking. It's and some people say, oh, they're spinning one way or they're spinning the other. So I don't know. I can't see it. That's not one of my gifts or abilities. And the way that I observe it and the way that I sense it, I don't know how you could say it's 70% open. So I would get a second opinion. Kia, being premature definitely means something. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna have a little bit of my iced tea. Yeah, sure. Being premature or late, you probably miss you're missing even more of that energy. Thus, look at it. A premature baby comes out very frail and weak and small. You're not fully developed, so you're missing even more of the qualities. So you'd be missing the fourth quality, right? Think of it. If someone was a month early, they would be missing every single air, fire, earth, and water. How premature could a baby be? Can a baby be more than 30 days preemie? Because it doesn't seem like they could even be developed enough, right, to even exist in the world. Meaning, at least when you're born in 9 months, it means you're missing one sign, and you're missing 3 signs, and you have one sign that is you. But if you were a month early, you'd have no signs. So could you really exist? Premature babies are probably. I don't know what the numbers are, but it doesn't seem like that you could exist in any. You couldn't exist really. Electric Tau. If 12 months, if gestation was 12 months, we'd be complete. I think so, because you wouldn't be missing anything. I don't know how or could that happen? Could a mother mentally train her body to hold the baby for 12 months? Maybe mothers are giving birth too early. I mean, this is just an idea. I'm just, you know, maybe the mother is supposed to be holding the baby for 12 months. Maybe there's something really deeper that we're not even considering or thinking about. Like, why is it that a mother gives birth after 9 months? Why? What is the what is that? Is it programmed? Like, literally, we continually say birth hurts and it happens in 9 months. And the woman goes, birth hurts, it happens in 9 months, and produces a baby. What if a mother did not know? Are there babies in other, places where they don't have a system of saying, hey, in 9 months a baby's going to come out? This is just a question. And also, in the opposite direction. Okay, but let's say, okay, across the board it's 9 months. Could the mother go, no, we're going to keep this for 12 months? What would stop that from happening? You know, so there, just a little something to dip into and think about. What up, Jamie Brown? Oh, you got into a weird talk here today. Never seen you before. Cool, Kia. Well, okay, okay, Q Network. I'll check it out. You said the one he did with Santos. Okay, Martin, Kenny, and Santos. Does he? Is that it? Just look up his name, or does he have a channel name or whatever? What up, Daniel Drury? Yeah, the cleansing is very, obviously they tell you the interesting thing about the moon sign is people that are really into cleansing out parasites and things. They say the moon is when the parasites come out. Now this goes farther into like my larger moon theories of what the moon is and how that functions. But the fact that when the moon is full is when the parasites come out to eat is even more like about how absurd and weird and detrimental the moon energy can be, because it's obviously telling this is when you cleanse because more parasites are out to eat. So the moon has a curious value to the system. Zenra, sugar and salt, sweet and savory are the rapists. That's I, that's a pretty big claim. I don't see how. I mean, are you saying even fruits? Are you saying fruits? Because that's very far from the truth. Um, I mean, I would say sweet and bitter are life. Sweet and bitter is what life is. Bitter is medicine, alkaloids, and sweet is the fruit. So I don't necessarily, unless you're excluding fruit from that. But salt is bad, of course. Salt is no good. Salt will kill you, but not sweet. Sweet is what life is about, man. We're in the land of milk and honey. We're in the land of the fruits and the milk and the honey and the sweet and savory substance of the world. So I don't know. I don't really agree with that. Oh, Kia, that's awesome. Classical 528. That's wicked. Yeah, there's who was it that did all of he did a website devoted to changing all of music to 432. Len Horowitz. Len Horowitz. He was he's pretty cool dude. And he's got a whole website there. I think you can plug in a song and it will adjust it for you, or it's a radio station that's already adjusted the music. You should go check it out. And my phone is almost dead, y'all. Man, I gotta go plug this in. Let me see. I don't know if I have my charger. Give me a second here. Float tank. Oh, the float tank helped you, Brad Milligan. That's wicked. Did you do any substances, or did you just float? Did you get high, or did you did you do anything, any psychedelics, or was it just float tank experience? What up, Mr. Stockholm? Yeah, yeah. Well, there's no flat Earth trolls here. I was hoping, but there are not. That my whole goal of this. I was just kind of bored. I didn't really have anything to say. I just figured my lack of inspiration would be my inspiration to, fuck with trolls. Oh, Q Networks. Is there something magic about it? I found myself on what is it the day the what is it no November 3rd. The there's the 3 days Halloween, or excuse me, November 2nd Halloween, and the 2 days after are the Day of the Dead and the day of All Saints Day and then All Souls Day. And I went out on All Souls Day and I had dressed down to some shamanic entity, and I did the sugar skull face and all of that, and I dressed up and I did my nails in black, and I really like it. It feels correct on my hands. Like, I enjoy it on my fingers. And I years and years ago I heard about black and brown nail polish. Just I don't know how or where, and then I put it on my nails and I was like, yeah, this feels comfortable and feels right on my fingers. I don't know. I don't know that it I don't know that it does or doesn't have any qualities. I mean, talking through it, you would say, okay, here's a living system. In the same way that I sometimes wear bandanas, it covers up my third eye and it gives me a buffer. The same way that you put this on, it gives you like it's like putting a hat on. It's the same way a person would tie their hair in a knot. Shamans will put their hair up in a knot. Well, not anybody, but the idea behind it was because you have this spiral, which is the entryway into your skull, and you have a spiral, where your taint is, and this is why people wear hats, why the Jewish wear the little yarmulkes. This is why in a lot of cultures it's frowned upon to touch a child on its head like this, because you could be stealing energy. I mean, you can also push energy in, but in the same way, if you have a portal here, your feet and your hands are other portals, and the living system is your hair, is your nails. This is living. People say your hair is dead and your nails are dead. That's not true. If it was dead, it wouldn't grow. So these things, they're we just figured it out. Yeah, it seems to be some sort of barrier from the fingernails. Let me go give me 1 second, y'all. Let me go find my charger. You can stare at my pillow. Here. All right. You know what? Let me get my other thing here. There we go. Make this easier. Okay. Radical. Cool. Okay, cool. Great. Awesome. Where was I? Here. Now I move and it says a bad connection. Let me scroll back here and see what y'all talking about. Oh, Kia, you a Scorpio? That's what's up. Okay, now I understand you better. Oh, you was a month early, Kia? That's crazy. Okay, you a month early and you a Scorpio? Man, that's there you are. You're all bottled up, crazy Scorpio energy. What up, Jamie Brown? What up, Resonance Creative? Scorpio. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Scorpio is ruled by Mars. Is it? Gemini is ruled by Mars and um, Gemini is ruled by Mars and what else? What's the other? No, I don't remember what the other ruling part of Gemini is. Mercury. Yeah, Mercury. That's why Mercury retrograde. Yeah, Mercury retrograde. That's why I have trouble talking right now, because it's Mercury retrograde. Aldrin, whose joke is it about? My grandfather used to tell me. No, it wasn't even a joke. It was John Tyler Gatto talks about his grandfather. He says, "If you're bored, blame it on yourself. That's your problem." I don't know what causes boredom. I think it comes out of like familiarity. You know, they say absence makes the heart grow fonder. So if you spin that around the opposite direction, what you'd see is that familiarity breeds contempt. Is the way of looking at that, and contempt is a bit of boredom. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Brad Milligan. I don't know that boredom is a form of resistance. That's a little. It's a strange way of putting it. I mean, I guess war of art or the art of war. Brad Milligan. Is that really the name of the war of art? As the opposing of the art of war. I'm assuming. What up, Cigar Face TV? You're Zing. Why are you Zing, Cigar Face? Hey, you want to save the world? Yeah, join the club. The world. It's funny. Everybody wants to save the world. Just nobody knows how to do it, huh? Yeah, the War of Art. Okay, I'll check it out. And you're saying it's by Pressfield? That's the name of it. Cool. Put this thing. Let me put this mop up. It's. Hmm. Changing gears here. Cool. I'm Cigar Face TV. What's going on? Do I know you? Are you a flat Earth troll? Cause I'm waiting for it. I'm this whole show. I'm gonna sit here all day. I'm here for like 12 hours just waiting for the trolls. I'm gonna hear all about it. I'm so excited. Chaos and adversity excites me, and stupid people too. I don't, no one's really stupid. Most people are just ignorant. It's funny how long we all were ignorant about the shape of the Earth. Hey, I'll ask everybody in the room who's here. When did you come to realization that the place you live is not a circular spherical object spinning through outer space? When did you figure that out? And what was the gap? Was there like, that's ridiculous, and then you kind of looked at it and you're like, oh wait, really? Oh man, it might be flat. It is. It definitely is flat. It definitely is a realm. We're definitely not where we've been told. When did you come to that conclusion? Is this thing charging? There we go. Cool. What up, Proctor? You like 13 signs? I mean, I like all astrology. It's all fun to me. It's all interesting. I don't dig. It's if you watch my early stuff. I break down and show how astrology works in a real world kind of way for people. But I don't use it anymore too much. I don't get into it like that, because once you've molded and played with it, then it becomes like, all right, I got it. It can be used, and it's suitable for magicians to use on a daily practice. But the highest level of magician, like, it doesn't matter what time or where or how or anything. Those things have no matter. Nothing matters but now, and we can create magic. But obviously, if I have a crystal and and it's a full moon, and I'm next to the ocean, and I'm on the 33rd degree parallel, etc., we can amplify powers. There's no doubt about that. But the highest level is that doesn't matter at all. So, in that way, it's like teaching. You teach somebody about martial arts so they don't have to use it. Dumbo didn't need the feather to fly. Come on, Dumbo, you don't need the feather to fly. That's the trick. But in the meantime, here's a couple of things that you can use as crutches to help you out. Oh, okay. Brad Milligan, resistance as the enemy of creativity and living one's life to the fullest. Yeah, I guess it's just because I like language. So the word resistance, I don't, you use that as, it's a confusing word to me. Because what is resistance? Resistance to what? It's kind of like the word consciousness that people just like to say it. I don't know what that means. Because if you have an electrical system, you have resistors, and resistors have a job to do. You can't. I mean, what is don't resist? Don't resist. Resist what? It's like I'm gonna sit here. Am I resisting something right now? I don't know. What am I resisting? What am I not resisting? I don't. You see, it's confusing terminology, and it's a confusing thing to even consider. Well, you're just resisting too much. I mean, I get, but on the larger thing, I can mold it around and I get what you're saying, but talking about like writer's block, or to be in a place of like infinite creativity, there's more strangeness in the capacity to create with infinite ability. it becomes that place of the DMT trip. It becomes that place of saying anything is infinitely possible, and you can't even locate what it is that you'd like to create. And in there is more confusion than resistance. Resistance actually allows for focus into something, into event, into idea, into experience. You can't experience anything, and you become that thing. And I'll once again refer to the Wake and Braves video that he just did on DMT, where he talks about, he's like, you go to this place when you do DMT that it's so familiar, that's where you're from and you know it, but you don't want to be there. You want to come back to this reality because you can't experience anything there. It's so overwhelming, and that's that place of having no resistance. It's like going into the light, and once you're there, that's samadhi. But you don't do that. No one has ever done that, because when you go there, the Buddha, to be a Buddha is to go and experience that, but to come back to earth, to come back down here, and this earth place is in every way a place of resistance. I mean, again, I get what you're saying. You know, people need to loosen up and go with the flow. Yeah, sure, but there still must be your skin is resistance. It is your spacesuit. It gives you an experience. By having a spacesuit, this is resistance to whatever's outside of you. You put a jacket on, you know, when people talk about this non-resistance thing, okay, go outside right now without a jacket, you know, in the middle of winter, go outside without a jacket and a pair of shorts. Tell me all about non-resistance. You're resisting the experience of it's fucking 20 below zero. You know, see, that's the kind of, you know, people go too far with these kind of, they use these concepts and these terms like, oh, this person said this and it's a cute thing to say, but it really doesn't have too much real world applicable value. And and I like that idea. I mean, again, I like the idea because most people need to loosen the fuck up and have less resistance in their life. And you need to dance and move around and do all this shit, like, because that's part of the experience of being in the body. But there is a certain level of resistance the body needs to have, or you get no experience. And that's the dance. So hopefully that was fun and that made sense. So 2 months, it took Brad Milligan. So it took 2 months for you to how many hours of research did you all do into Flat Earth before it became like, so you do, like, for me, I was like, this is fucking stupid. Like, no way. Then all of a sudden I was like, why am I saying this? Like, I'm open-minded about everything. Conspiracies are everywhere. Like, there's a bunch of shit going on that we don't know about. People are lying to us. Okay, let me look at this. Then I looked at it and I was like, oh. And it took me, it was very quick for me. Like, once a couple of the things about the water and like the horizon line and shit, then I was like, oh. I mean, for me, it was quick. I was like, I watched the first, I don't know who I watched first. I don't know if it was Eric Dubay or not, because I know Eric Dubay's work from years and years ago. Which actually funny enough, which got me into Wakey Wakey's work. If you know Wakey Wakey, which is, he wrote the, I've told a story about this book. Oh man, I can see the cover. It's blue, and it's called I'll get back to the name of the book. Let me finish the story. So it took me maybe 2 days, 3 days before I was like, oh, of course. And then I did like 2 months worth of really in-depth research. And in fact, I have on my channel, I probably have like from a year and a half ago, a bunch of videos of the different kind of proofs of flat Earth. But so for all of you, when did you, like, how it took 2 months for you, Brad, before you were like, yeah, and how many hours did you put into it? And then afterwards it was just reaffirming, like, it's kind of like, okay, I remember like after a month I was like, all right, it's flat, but am I missing? I kept going, am I missing something? Because there's no way it's not flat. Am I missing something? And I would go back to it. And I was like, let me double check my math. And even like now today, I don't really double check the math. I'm pretty okay with the shit that's flat. Maybe it's a cube. I don't know over there. I don't know over there. So it's flat as far as I can tell. That's where I'm at. Mr. Stockholm. Oh, it took you 2 years, and you were very anti flat Earth. Yeah, I was never very anti. I just didn't. I never even questioned it. It wasn't even a. It wasn't even a thing in my mind. Oh, nice. Adult dating. Go to. Okay, cool. How many teaspoons are in a cup? Ah. Hmm. I don't know. That's a really interesting question. Hey, big titty trolls. Nice. How many cups can you fit in your butt? That's a better question. There's a really great video of a guy putting a mason jar up his asshole, and it breaks. Not a good thing. I don't know why you'd put a mason jar in your butt, but hey, to each their own. I mean, she is not part of the flat Earth movement at all. What up, Lumeno, the time traveler? You took so 6 hours. It took, yeah. Wasn't it weird when you first start looking? You're like, God damn, wow, they fooled us on everything. Like, what a great, like, you know that thing that JFK, or who was it? Was it JFK who said that there's something so so pernicious and so big that you wouldn't believe it if we told you, like how big the lie is. That's the lie. Like, where we're living. Like, oh shit. Okay, I get it. I'm living in my mind. Maybe you guys are living somewhere else, but man, that's crazy. Like, okay, I got the notes on everything else. I was like, oh yeah, of course the school system, of course everything is for marketing, of course it's all to sell goods, but like, really, they even lied about where we're living? That's nutty. I mean, it doesn't seem like they had to do that. But then you go, okay, well they did that, so there must be a reason, and the reason was to keep you in a state of confusion and to buy all the stuff. Yeah, Kia. Yeah, Brad Milligan, I hear you. Like, the only time to do anything is now, right? And Kia, I'll dip into that real quick. Dreams are what's happening in another universe, or symbolically. It's all of it. It can be either. So the way I've explained it is you either having a subconscious dream, which is literally kind of there firing inside of your brain, where you're dealing with subconscious um, uh, symbols that are references for subconscious ideas. Like, the color yellow means this chakra, and you see a goat, and the goat is symbolic of this. So you have subconscious symbolic references to things. And that's one aspect of the dream world. Then there's also the dreaming getting out of body, which is literally another universe. And then there's literally getting out of body and walking around in this place. And then there's getting out of body and doing something in a time ahead of here. So you're walking in this frame, either just walking around this room right now, or going outside, or walking around tomorrow and adjusting your reality and then walking that dream tomorrow, or there's literally going to a whole nother space. So all of those things. I do not always sleep with my hair down. Most of the time I'll put a hat on, or I leave it tied up. Although you're supposed to apparently sleep with your hair down, but I don't like it because it gets all tangled up and stuff. What up, Jonathan Doherty? Yeah, Brad Milligan. I think I understand what you're saying with the resistance thing. I was just going off on my little tangent. So Do not resist the great spinning ball. Look at the ball I have in my hand. What's up, Sticky Icky? Yeah, indoctrination by ridicule. That's a really great terminology for it, I'm sure that you know John Tyler Gatto's work, and there's a lot to do with you know, being the outcast and being part of the group, and we're social creatures. We want to be part of the group. So if you get ostracized because you don't believe what everybody else believes, that's no good. So I'll just go ahead and believe what everybody else believes. Thus we get religion. Thus we get the model of the earth that we have. Thus we get scientism. Thus we get a bunch of minds encapsulated into a larger mind that somebody set there for you. X-Pac Z, Flat Earth, it was instantly in 2014. Wow. For me, it was last year. Was it last? Yeah, it was last year. Yeah. 2016. It's almost 2018. Yeah, 2016. Yeah, and I don't even know. I don't even remember how I found it either. Brad Milligan, you are you saying for real you're a skeptic for real, or you like are you skeptical of the flat Earth, or you're skeptical of the round Earth? Or are you kidding? I can't tell. What up, Illuminus? Illumis? Yeah, a bunch of weirdos in here. Brenda Van Ashen, good to see you. It's not flat. What is it? Tell me all about it. I want to know. I want to know all about your opinions and your theories that you obviously came to, if you happen to exist, or if you're just a. Are you a perfect troll? Are you paid for? Does somebody pay you to come here and do this? Or are you just an ignoramus, like meaning literally you ignore the fact that you have in your hand a device, or where you're typing on the thing where you could go and go, I'm open minded. Let me give this a little thought. Let me be what an adult would do, what a thinker would do, what a human would do, and let me research this topic and give it my full attention, and give it its due. Let me measure this against all the other evidence that I've been given by my school system, which has indoctrinated me to be a dummy, and then go, oh, maybe this is real. You ever done that? What up, Gem Panda? How many flat Earth debunk videos? I watched a few. And they're just awful. They're just terrible. Like I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. And these people are just repeating piles of repeaters. Like they just go ahead and like, well, accordingly to NASA, because NASA's told us everything. They gave me a bed that I sleep on. They designed. Remember that infomercial that we watched? NASA made that bed, so I sleep on that. And I dream about the spinning globe that I was indoctrinated to through Hollywood. But nobody knows the Hollywood tree, or Hollywood, how that's adjusting your brain. Yeah. Well, I watch a lot, and they're all idiotic. It just reminds me of somebody repeating shit. So, a globe is a toy, exactly. Brenda, please debunk flat Earth for me. I'd love to hear this. It's easy. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. It's as easy. Tell me about it. Yes. Oh, good. I just got up to the. I'm at 9:42. We're at Kia. I'm a little behind here. I'm back to my mason jar up the anus joke. But it's not a joke. It's real. You live in the real world, Brenda? Yeah, not in your mind? Shit. Well, I'm glad you do. Maybe you should jump into my mind. Maybe you should live in my mind for a little while. Brenda, jump into my mind. I'm like I'm Dr. Parnassus, and my mind is too big for you. but you could jump in and play around in it. Just imagine, we'll go on a little tour here of my mind. Imagine for a second that you used all your facilities, your faculties of your experience to see and hear and smell and listen and think with your brain. For us, imagine, because that's what I do. Imagine, you should try that. You could jump in there and imagine being me. You know what you'd believe? Exactly what I believe. I believe nothing. I don't even believe the earth is flat. I think we live inside of a giant tater tot with cheese, like a cheesy tater tot. I think we live inside of there. And what we have to do is we have to get to the edge of the tater tot from inside, and we have to eat our way out into the real world, which is going to be a giant octopus, which is weird. I don't know what this octopus has to do with anything, but I'm sure that's what's outside. But if you just get beyond that, then there's a ball flying through space, infinite space, just flying, going I don't know where, but it exploded. Everything exploded and gave me my eyeball and my brain. Something exploded, and all of a sudden I have ability to just think. Weird. Yes. Yes. I am probably the most confused person you'll ever meet, Brenda Van Alsin. Yes. Hey, Twitwit, nice, you showed up. The bigger the man bun. Well, it's not, here, let me put it down for you. It's actually just a lot of hair. I'm a transvestite. I'm not only transvestite, but I'm also transhuman. I'm part robot and part woman. So I have both of the organs. I have both a penis and a vagina. So you'd call that a hermaphrodite, maybe? I wasn't born that way. I installed the penis. I do the man bun and the beard to confuse people. Brenda, you are... Who are you, Brenda? Do you make money for this? Are you just wasting your time? Because me, I'm just... Hey, I make time, so I'm making time for you, Brenda. Yes, finally. Finally. They have shown up. Did you just get out of bed? Yes. I know. Yeah, see, the funny part about the troll thing is I can't, it's hard to tell if these people are real. And that's kind of why I made this little video. I can't tell if they're real. Like if somebody's sitting there like, oh, it's a ball earth, I guarantee it, you're stupid. I know you're stupid. You are a stupid person. Like looking at me thinking that me and everybody on here is stupid. Oh, you guys think it's flat, you're dumb. You should kill yourself. Or are they paid for? Like, because I know there are people out there, like I have friends that go, no, you're retarded for believing the earth is flat, but they won't even research it. So I wonder if these people are that, and why would you be on here wasting your time? Shouldn't you be maybe on the internet wasting your time doing some research into more of the heliocentric model? Or maybe doing something more fun with your life? I don't know. Maybe going and playing a sport, maybe playing a game, but you're wasting your time online. What? Why? Why would you do that? See, for me, it's fun. I do this because it's fun. Do you do it? Does it upset you? Does it upset you that people are so stupid? Does it upset you that someone like me, because I'm not a very smart human being at all, but I'm a very intelligent God. Why would you do this? Why would you come here? What is the point for you? Proctor. I don't. Proctor, you said you heard Savan speak on it, and a bro. Oh, Brother Sanchez. Oh, okay. The compass pointing to the origin of the ripple effect. I mean, I guess, but uh, it still would make the ripple from the center. I mean, I guess I would agree with that. I haven't heard the video, so I don't really have anywhere to go with that. But um, Savan kind of skirts the idea of flat Earth, and there's a few people out here that some of their ideas, because they're propped up on certain things, they can't just go, yeah, it's flat. There's been a few, and other people have gotten into it. Just like his view on salt, he sells salt, so he can't go against the idea of you need salt. Where like me, I don't sell salt. I don't care. I don't me no care, boy. I don't care about the salt. So I tell you the truth, which is you don't eat salt. You shouldn't, right? So when you have philosophies and ideas that are predicated upon the teachings of the great masters of the past, and their teachings all revolve around a heliocentric dogma, then you have to you're gonna have to throw a lot of shit overboard and realize that a lot of the teachings that you've been speaking about might not be true. Yeah, scientists. Brenda, you're right about scientism. I do a lot of talks. Maybe you'd be interested in looking into some of the talks I do about scientism. Yes, Brenda. Yes, you know for a fact it's a ball. See, I don't know for a fact it's anything other than a giant tater tot. That's what I believe. Yeah, the NASA guy, the NASA artist. Yeah, yeah, Stockholm. I know for a fact the Earth is a ball. That's amazing. Brenda, how old are you? Are you paid? Like, just be honest. Let's put it out there, because obviously, how could you be wasting your time on here? This is it's silly. It's silly. You could be doing so many more wonderful, glorious, mind expanding things with your time. I mean, you believe in time, right? Like, you could be investing it into your enlightenment, or you don't believe in that either. But in fact, interestingly enough, you are here, and so you are investing your time in enlightenment because you have found what is a god, a guru, an archon, a force. And he's humorous too, and he's got jokes. Oh, Gem Panda. Oh, you believe in the thing? That's cool. I know, isn't it cute? I mean, how old are you people? Like, honestly, I agree. You might be really fucking stupid, but that was good, right? Yeah. Sick of adulting. That's yeah. I've watched almost no videos. That's funny you say that, and I literally said something different, which was yes. In fact, I lived for 30 some years being told all of the proofs for everything else. So yeah, I don't know how you'd say that. That's very funny. I, contrarian. Yes, I just want to be contrary. Easy. Two celestial poles. Got him. Good job. Brenda, I'm a little behind here. I'm reading the comments from earlier. You don't want to live in my mind. Yeah, you couldn't handle living inside of my mind. It'd be too grand and beautiful and spacious and wonderful. It, my giant mind. There's still a space for you if you'd like to join, though. Join for only $6.66 a month. You can join a club. It's part of my mind. This is Independence Day. Yeah, Brad Milligan. Yes, the movie, the Independence Day was rad. Yeah. Ah. Well, okay, Brenda, what if you follow yourself? What if you follow your heart? What if you follow your own intuition? What if you follow a dog? What if there's a puppy and you're following the pup? What if there's a puppy there? What if, who should you follow? What if you were like the Ouroboros, which is a snake following its own tail? Would that be weird? You know, like a dog that runs around chasing his own tail? It's kind of like a globe spinning around in your mind. It's like, I must protect the globe. I must protect it. Yeah, cigar. Oh, cigar face. There you are. Another successful blah 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 blah. Blah. Man, this is cool. All you got, see, you speak the words and they show up. Thanks for. I don't account for them because have you seen them? Can you go? Can you show them to me, please? Can you show me the celestial poles, please? Hey, hey, Gem Panda, I got a pole for you to sit on. Look at that. Isn't that fun? Yeah, that dude, the SpaceX guy, he's an interesting guy. I like the idea of we live on a giant piece of space dust on the eyebrow of a giant. Yes, Cigar Face TV, you are right. SpaceX and NASA Rook. I never heard the word rook before, but I'm gonna turn that into a popular saying. That rooks. Yes. Yeah. Look at this. This is fun. Way to go, guys. Way to come out in droves to support your political belief systems. Isn't it stream off? This is terrible. I don't know why this flat Earth. It was a show about magic. Core got it. You speak it at. Maybe it'll be better over here. Hopefully it will work now, but hopefully it will. Let me try this. Maybe that will help. So exciting. So exciting. Typical. Typical of these kind of people. Very typical of these people. Yeah, nice. I did. Yep. Brenda is roasting me. What's up, hippie guy? Who's the hippie guy? Do I look like a hippie to you? What do you live in the fucking 70s? Hippie guy? Does anybody even use that word anymore? I told you earlier I'm a transvestite. So you heard it here first. Can you say some more give me some lingo from the 40s maybe? It's a really swinging party. Really happening. You jive turkey. I know, Lumen. See, Lumeno. This is what I wanted. I love the chaos. Word. Man, you're such a good debunker, cigar face TV guy. Uh, hey, Gem Panda. I invited you all here. I invited you to this party. You guys are really high high level thinkers. Yeah, in terms of greatness, am I familiar with the theory that our universe looks like the inside of an upside down human eyeball? Yeah, I get that. That makes a lot of sense to me. That if you took your eyeball and put it this way, that would be the dome over the. That makes a lot of sense. Wow, look at that. Yes, I am. I am. You are correct. You are correct, cigar face. What do you mean, you people? This guy's a racist. Is this going to turn into a Seinfeld episode? This guy's a racist. And that Seinfeld is a racist? Not Seinfeld. What's the dude's name on Seinfeld? Kramer. That was a funny show. Kramer, when he did that comedy special, that was good stuff. Sarah Melito. Yeah, yeah. These things are bound to happen. I'm glad you enjoy my work. This is just a little outside of bounds, like a little fun little chitty chat. Just had a little time to entertain. Entertain. This is just for my entertainment. This isn't for any of you. Cigar, you got a cigar face TV. You got to work on your spelling. The word faggot is not spelled Faggit. That's not how it's spelled. If you maybe if you spend as much time learning English as you do trolling, that'd be yeah. What's going on here? Yeah, you'd be better if you're a better typer. Better. You got to work with your English, buddy. Is it English your first language? I don't want to be offensive because this might not be your first language. You might live somewhere else. Typical, you guys. Yeah. Twit wit. I'll live in your mind, but I'm gonna need my own bathroom. No, you can shit anywhere you want in my mind. Feel free. It's all for you to do. It's a big chaotic universe. You can do anything you like. It's all is allowed here. Hmm. Huh. Core. I'm loving it. I was hoping to get some better insults here, but you guys are not giving me any. You guys are giving me nothing to work with here. I wanted some good insults, some banter here. Man, well, it is Friday, so I was tonight I'll be able to go out and have some verbal jousting with some people. It'll be fun. This isn't you guys got to really step your game up here. Your insults are pretty lame, and you all sound pretty retarded. You are all of you are as retarded as I am racist. Hmm, that's a good one, because then it's gonna make you think. Ooh, if he's really racist, then I'm really retarded, or he's not racist. I'm not retarded. Hmm. Hmm. So, what is reality? Core Earth, core birth. What is reality? Hmm. I've liked the words actuality and reality. I think there's something interesting there. To reality seems to be the term is reality, all of it, which means that you produced it prior to being here. So reality seems to be a reverberation of what occurs in the dream world. So if you are in control of your dream world, and you say, "Oh, I'm living the dream," I mean, you programmed it, and what we have here is a reality. It's regurgitation of what you produced in your dream world, you're in your magic. You can do it in the waking life, which is the term of understanding the third eye, is to visualize it in waking life and then walk into the dream. And so my dream was to have a bunch of people that believe the I don't know what they're doing here. I don't know why you are all here. You're all welcome at the party. But my dream was to have a little bit of a witty banter. But apparently my dream is not coming true because there's no wit going on in this room whatsoever. Oh, I mean, from you guys. From you flat earthers. How dare you think that, you big dummies. Oh, cigar face, that's so great. I'm back a little while. You said flat earthers should be gassed like the Jews. That's amazing. That's pretty I mean, but then again, most flat earthers probably don't believe that the Jews got gassed. You know. They're into all the conspiracies. Remember that. Bollocks. It's bollocks. It's all bollocks. A fool can see that. Well, I'm not a fool, so I don't. I hopefully I can upgrade from where I am to a fool so that I can see that. Yeah, gassing these motherfuckers up is right. People always get gassed up. Oh, yeah, you're fucking smart. You're real. I'll give you a gold star for being so smart. People getting gassed up since they came out the womb, going to school, getting gassed up, thinking they're intelligent for following the fucking. Well, here's how you do it. Follow the orders. Oh, adult dating, nice. Got more trolls here. You just say trolls and they show up. How many ounces in a? She said, how many ounces are in a pint? Well, I would assume there's at least one pint mason jar in your butthole. See how funny that is? Just say butthole along with whatever you say. And it magically becomes funny. Hmm. Kia, to some degree, slavery existed, but not to the degree that I think we're told, and not the way that we're told. It seems to have happened in the reverse order. Like, there's more white people in the North Americas because of slavery, which is from the word Slav or Slavic, the Slavic people, the white Slavic people were slaves that were brought here. It seems more of the traversing of. It seems to be the loop wasn't this. It wasn't this way from Africa to here and around. It was the other way. It seems to be. There's a lot of people that have done quite a bit of work on it, but it's obviously suppressed and not going to be popularized because it goes against the whole institution and the whole entire school system and what you're taught there by the people that bring you sparkly soda and everything else that you need to consume. Hmm. Yeah, Core, I hear you, man. It's all about like the highest control, the highest order of mind control is having control of your own mind, whatever that happens to be. How far you can see, how far you can feel, how far you can observe and profit your future. Zenra, I'm like a Miragashiri. I've never heard that before, Zenra. You're like a Miragashiri Gemini in Vedic. I mean, I would probably. Yeah, exactly. Core love, Corey birth. Slavery exists not in the way that you're shown, but there's definitely it's everywhere for sure. We're all a slave to something. I think we just need to accept, our parts that we're our control mechanisms. Like we're enslaved to food. That's the first order of slavery. Then we're enslaved to human interaction. Then we're enslaved to, I don't know, nice clothes, to being neat and tidy. We're enslaved to all these concepts, for sure. Yeah, the eyeball theory it seems pretty interesting. Yes, I'm Gem Panda. Interesting that you would say that I'm intellectually dishonest. You could go feel free to look through my other. Ask anybody here about my intellectual honesty or dishonesty. Interestingly, you'd probably be the only person to say that, Gem Panda, because I try not to be intellectually dishonest, but apparently I am. I'm trying to trick the world into believing the world's flat. I'm trying to trick everyone with all of my flat Earth sorcery. Woo! The Earth is flat. It's all flat, and I've got all these charts and these things. Look at all these charts here. So it's so funny. I'm selling no one anything, and anyone nothing. Go figure that one out. But yet I have a reason to be intellectually dishonest. I think I should put a suit and tie on to be. I don't think I can be intellectually dishonest looking like this. I think first thing you would think is he's not an intellectual at all. So how could I be dishonest about my intellectual and how intellectual I am? I would first have to be intelligent, and apparently you think I'm not very intelligent, so I can't be dishonest about how intellectual or how intelligent I am. You have to start there first. So give me the credit for being intelligent and intellectual, then you can call me dishonest. How's that? I deep down know it's bollocks. I've deep down believed it's bollocks. But I don't. I don't believe anything. I don't believe you exist as a real person. That's what I don't believe. I believe you smell like sour yogurt and like rat shit. I think that's what you smell like. And that's for Gem Panda. I think you smell awful. You probably smell like a diaper. You know how it's got that kind of like baby powdery smell, but there's obviously shit in it. Like that's probably what you smell like. See how quick I go to insults? Isn't it fun? Drink water. Yeah. Yeah. Did you get to meet Hitler? This dude is, yeah, white guy, heckling diet. You wilding out, man. Nice. Yeah. Well, funny thing, drink water is there's no white or black people because white and black people don't exist. There's tan and brown people, and there's all shades of melanation of people. So you got to start there, buddy. You got to start with the concept that all people are different shades of tan and brown. Black and white don't exist. Show me a white and a brown black person. I'd like to see them. You know what? It's actually, we don't live in a patriarchal society either. We live in a matriarchal society. We're all subjugated to the black feminine. Remember that. Am I telling the truth? Do I know? Who cares? Black Mama Earth, but it's not black. It's the brown Mother Earth. What up, Steve P? Yeah, well, I love it. I love it. Flat Earth. We're getting into Hitler, evils. We're getting into supremacies, racists. Yeah, exactly. Core. It isn't really a race, but a state of being. That's right. This is why, like, you can crack jokes on white people all day because I ain't white. See, if I just get a little sass in my voice and I just do this, act like do that. Is that right? Anybody else can do that? You gotta be a black woman to do that. I'm a black woman today. Transvestite black woman. How's that? That's how I identify. I'm all for that. Yeah, Katash, go for it. Yeah. Everybody, do it. Do it. Is where it just. Hmm. Hitler. I love drink water. Hitler was white, therefore evil. That's amazing. I love that connection. You just make the most absurd statement. You're human, therefore you're evil. I like that. This is correct. Use your damn brains. Yeah. This is fun. This is good, good, good. Way to get out all of your. This is an open forum. It's all love here. It's all caring. Everybody comes here to just let down your hair and speak your mind, even if it's idiotic. Hmm. Adult dating, nice, cool. How to get rid of fleas? You'd put a. It depends on where they are. I think they're probably in your vagina, is what we're looking for there. That's the answer to that question. They're in your vagina is how to get rid of fleas. Doesn't make any sense, just like your question. Yeah. Yeah, core people seen as yeah, I like exactly. You can be seen as white. The idea of white and black is a state of being. White is to mean you're dumb as fuck. Like white people are weird. That's pretty much it. But we're not talking about white people. We're talking about those people. Those people over there, they're white. Being white is actually probably the biggest insult to anyone if you're like, oh, that dude's white or that chick's white. That's an insult. At least in my mind, it is. Huh. Nice. Yeah. This is so cool. Yeah. You guys are you guys are making me dumber by the moment. Yeah. Hmm. Well, I think this is fun, guys. I'm gonna go get myself some breakfast. I'm glad that you were all able to spend your valuable time with me on this curious morning of flat Earth tomfoolery. And of course, it's a globe. Of course, I don't. Can I be back in the club? The one that believes that Earth is spinning around as a ball. And we're floating off into the distance. I don't know where we're going though. Yeah, can I get back in that club? Black is bleach. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Cool. Well, yeah, I'm glad y'all showed up. Thanks for being here. Um, and I think this would be the first of very many hangouts for all of the weirdos and the what else is going on here? Yeah, sour yogurt exactly. Yeah, sheesh, gem panda. Yeah. Drink water. How much do you get paid to do this? Like, you can't like you don't have the capacity to find a better paying job than getting on the internet and like do you make like $10 an hour or like $15 an hour or are you doing this for free? Because if you're doing this for free, you should really, I mean, consider doing something else. But if you're making money to do this, I mean, are you making good money at least? Because that's important. I don't mind. I'm actually made this show so people could come on here, and if you have a job making money typing stupid shit on the internet, like that's why I did this. It's actually, I'm, it's cool. I don't mind. But if you're doing it for free, man, you should really reconsider what you're doing with your life. You know, you should take a long, hard look at like what you're doing, because it's a little funny. Well, drink water. I'm glad you drink distilled water. Good for you. What up, Roger? Nice. Yeah, Gem Panda. You yogurt smelling douchebag. you you That's a funny word, isn't it? Douchebag. It's kind of like a cum sock. You probably smell like a cum sock, I think. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna go get some breakfast after I finish up your comments here. But it's been fun. I hope all of you had a joy here. Um, Truth is good. Yeah, that's you really. That's cool, man. I'm glad. Rock on with your truthiness. Wow. Yeah, I'm obviously you're correct. Drink water. It does. I pretend to be spiritual. You can't pretend to be spiritual. Everyone is spiritual because you have a spirit in you. But I'm just a racist. Interesting. I don't know where I said anything racist, but you're probably right. For today, just for now, just for this moment, I'll be a racist for you. Drink water. What do you look like? Should I be racist against you? What race should be a racist against? Should it be the Chinamen or should it be the black people? Is that even a race? Can I say that? Or is it the can I be racist against the white people? Or is that not a race? I mean, or the Spaniards. Is Spaniards a race or is that just a who should I be racist against today? Let me know. Yeah, I'm definitely a clown. There we go. I do. Gem Panda, I do. Yes, I do. Thank you. Thank you. Menno, see? See how fun it is? Okay, y'all. Have a beautiful day. Stay well. Love your neighbor. Hate yourself. Wait. Hate yourself. Love your neighbor. Wait. Just be nice or something. And find some time to get outside today and enjoy the beautiful bounty of the earth. Get off the computer and stop harassing people over whether or not the earth is flat or circular or round or a sphere. Although it is fucking flat. Let's be honest.